What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are out here on the water today and it is absolutely freezing. It is 31 degrees right now. The water temps are 37. Parts of the lake are frozen. Where I put my boat in was literally frozen. I had to break ice back in my trailer in to get the boat off. I mean, it has just been crazy, crazy cold here in Virginia, as well as a bunch of other parts of the world as well. And I've been out fishing in it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I've gotten cold a bunch of times. I mean, hey, it is cold outside, right? But today, we're gonna be testing out some gear from TEMU to see if it will keep us warm. So if you've never heard of TEMU, it's an app you download on your phone, and you can get tons of crazy, crazy deals and just a lot of good stuff for super, super cheap. Now, I personally had never gotten anything from TEMU before now, so I was a little bit skeptical, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm, pretty happy with what I got. So I'm gonna go over real quick what I got from there, and then we're gonna jump into the fishing, and we're gonna use this gear to see if it keeps us warm. And then also I have some fishing gear that we're gonna use as well. So the first thing I got was this jacket. This is windproof, waterproof, really nice jacket, a nylon outer shell, has fleece on the inside, just super, super warm. And it's a coat that you would expect to pay a lot more for, but this coat was only 22 bucks. Fleece lined, like I said, windproof, waterproof, has a really nice zip off hood on the back of it, 22 bucks. Can't beat it. You cannot beat it. Now underneath, check out these bibs right here. These are some windproof, waterproof ski bibs, and they are super, super warm. I literally could not run the heat in my Jeep when I was driving here because I had these bibs on. And I've been standing here getting everything set up so I could film, and I'm telling you, I'm not cold one bit. These are the charcoal gray color. The coat is an olive drab, and these things are super warm. I also like that these have like a little cuff at the bottom that you can put over your boots to keep the cold air out and your body heat in, and they are warm. I also like that they're insulated up on the chest area where my other bibs I typically wear are not. So this helps keep a lot of that warmth in, and they have a lot of pockets on them as well. Something else that I really like, and I'm gonna show you all a close-up of them, but I'm wearing some boots that I got from TEMU as well. Now these are like, if you watch my videos, you know I love wearing like extra tough style boots. Well, these boots are very, very similar, and these things are only 15 bucks. The bibs, I forgot to say what the price of the bibs were. The bibs were 56 bucks. The boots, 15 bucks. I mean, you cannot beat that for these boots. Waterproof, they fit good, they feel good. I really, really like them. And we're gonna test them out throughout the day and see if my feet hurt. Look, these glasses. I got these glasses from TEMU. It was 3 bucks for 2 pair. Polarized sunglasses, $3 for 2 pair. Like, where are you gonna find 2 pair of sunglasses for $3? $1.50 and polarized? That's absolutely crazy. Like, the deals you can get on there are nuts. So something else I ordered a scale. Okay, so this scale, this fishing scale, has a tape measure on it and a nice little scale right here. This thing was just over $3. I tested it out at home. It works perfect. Hopefully we're gonna catch a fish big enough to weigh on this thing today. And like I said, it comes with the batteries in it too. 3 bucks. I mean, my scale I have in here right now in my boat is $150, and I could have got a scale for 3 bucks. It's a nice scale to have if you don't have one, or if you want to have a spare. 3 bucks, can't beat it. We're gonna test it out today, hopefully on a fish we catch. Maybe we can catch a 4+ pound bass today, maybe. I also ordered some crappie jigs. We're probably gonna be throwing around today, see if we can maybe catch a crappie as well. But these crappie jigs right here I think they were like 4 bucks, just over $4. And they're 1/8 ounce, and it's a huge assortment of crappie jigs. Like, you cannot beat it. I'm gonna tie one of these on. Hopefully we catch some crappie on them as we work our way down to the dam. So the last thing that I got, and this is something that I've been needing because I have forgotten, I only have one net now because my other one broke. If y'all watched a lot of my videos from when I was doing the saltwater stuff, a lot of them broke, but I got me a new net. Okay, so this is a really nice net. It extends way out. Now that's one thing that I like about it. I mean, it extends way out. It's really big. It's supposed to float. I'm not going to throw it in the water. That's way too cold. But this net is like super nice. You know, nets are expensive. If you buy a nice new net, it's really deep. It has the coated nylon, so your hooks don't get hung all in it. And this thing was 14 bucks. $14 for a net. Where else are you going to find a net for $14 that is any kind of quality? Really nowhere. So we're going to be testing out this gear today. We're going to go ahead and get down the lake. I don't have any gloves. My hands are going to be freezing, but our body is going to stay warm, so that'll help out. So let's go ahead. Let's get down there. Let's see if we can catch some fish. All right, so we worked our way up towards the dam, and I have on this crappie jig that I got from TEMU. This is an 1/8 ounce. This is like a green color, a little bit of marabou, a little bit of tinsel in it, but we're gonna see if we can find some crappie down here that are willing to bite. We are only trying to catch a fish. I mean, we just want to catch a fish. If we can catch a fish today, that will be an absolute win. I mean, 38-degree water. The wind is blowing super, super hard, way harder than what I thought it was gonna be. But we're just gonna see if we can get bit. I'm hoping to find some groups of crappie down here. The good thing is I am staying warm. I'm not cold right now. My hands are cold because I don't have any gloves, but other than that, we're okay. We're okay. So we're gonna see if we can catch some crappie. I'm hoping there's gonna be some down here on the right and around this spillway here. Hopefully. So let's see if we can catch some. All right, y'all, so I have finally found a group of crappie, and we're gonna see if we can catch some of these suckers. It's a big old group of them, big old group. So I'm gonna get right here on them, and we're gonna see if we can catch some using this. We got this little marabou jig tied on, but that right there that you're seeing, that is crappie. That is crappie down there on the bottom. So we're gonna see if we can catch some. See if we can catch some. Let's see if we can get any to react here. Oh, there we go. Got one. There we go. Got a speckle right there on that TEMU jig. Thank you, buddy. That little jig right there in his face. It's a little teeny guy, but hey, I will take it. It is freezing out here. We got one to come up and eat it. That's that green color. I was thinking I might need to switch to like a white, but pretty little crappie. We'll get him back in there and let's see if we can get some more. I got a little bit of line twist going on here. This could be from my previous escapades, I'm sure. I'm throwing a braid to fluorocarbon leader, but we got a dang fish. They're right underneath of us now. The wind kind of drifted us up over top of them. I don't love that. Yeah, we are dealing with some line twists for sure. Let's see. There we go. Oh, this could get really fun. This could get really fun. Nice speckle. You know what? We're going to put a few of these in the box. Ugh. We're going to put a few of these in the box. This one's definitely big enough to get a fillet out of. So we will keep that sucker. We're out here freezing and we're gonna keep a few. So there's speckle number one, speckle number two, but keeper number one. This pond is just loaded with crappie. Speckle is what I call them, but absolutely loaded with them. So we're gonna see if we can just catch a whole bunch of them today, and a bunch of keepers, and just have a good time and see if we can catch some fish is the main thing, because like I said, we are out here just a freezing. Oh no, that was a big one. Oh no, that felt like a big fish. Got that one. Nice. Get in here. Another keeper. Another keeper. As long as they're big enough to fillet, we are going to keep them. What a beauty. All right. We're having some fun now. I was not sure how this was going to work out. There are just hundreds down there. Look at that screen right there. Just hundreds. Yeah, we're going to change up colors. All right. Good thing about this is we have a very large assortment of colors. And something else I want to bring up is these sunglasses that are literally only $1.50. They're pretty dang nice. Pretty nice for what they are, I'm going to be honest. But let's get this tied on. We're going to go with a white and pink. A white and pink, and see if they like that. All right, so we got a new jig on, new color. Let's see if we can catch some. See if they like this color a little bit better. You know, crappie sometimes can be really funny as far as color goes. Oh my goodness, there's that wind. It had laid down just for a second, and now it's blowing again. But one thing about it is there's so many down here that we're going to be able to just stay on them. That's the good thing. And we're going to be able to figure out what they want to bite. There we go, on that white with pink. Nice one too. There we go, another keeper. Another keeper. Yes. Tell you what, I'm gonna leave my live well open so I can just chunk them back there. I think that's gonna be the smart thing to do. I mean, this little TEMU jig is getting it done. I mean, that's one thing about, you know, like a marabou jig or something like that. I mean, it's kind of, it's not really, you know, quality doesn't really come down to like brand or anything. They're kind of all the same thing. I mean, some people might disagree with that, but, you know, certain things I think it definitely matters, but in this instance, I don't think it matters at all. I mean, you get all these jigs for $4, and we're going to be able to literally catch dinner using them. So it's a pretty good deal. Oh, that is a nice one. That is definitely a nice one right there. Yes, sir. Nice old crappie. Come here, buddy. Pretty one. Yes, my back camera had turned off on me. Gotta turn that back on, but I don't really know what happened. But that was a pretty crappie right there. That's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, we are getting in some slabs now. Get in here. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna tell y'all what. What y'all think about that one? That's a pretty one. We're gonna weigh some of these with our scale. That was a pretty one right there. I saw him come up off the bottom and just eat that thing. There's another one. These are nice crappie. These are really nice crappie. Oh my goodness. I mean, straight slabs. Another beautiful one. Ooh, we're gonna eat good today. Definitely seems like that switch to that white with pink tail definitely seems like that made a difference for sure. Definitely seems like that made a difference. That one bit it right under the boat. Another doggone slab. Man, it's cold out here, but I'm gonna tell y'all what. It is, it's worth being out here now with this crappie bite. And that's kind of, I know cold water, you know, bass fishing, I fish in cold water or cold weather and cold water. But, you know, a lot of crappie fishermen spend a lot, oh my goodness, there's another one. Spend a lot of time out on the water when it's cold. We're gonna throw him back. He's not quite big enough. But so I thought it was really appropriate to buy some crappie jigs as opposed to buying bass stuff. And right now, I think I definitely made the right decision. Definitely made the right decision. So let's see if we can get some. I mean, we're having fun. We're having fun. That's the main thing. I mean, we're scoping them up. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, if he eats it. Man, this is fun. This is a good time. And the wind is finally laid down, which is super, super important. Because that wind is, whew, fishing that is tough. And I know it does help the bite a little bit as far as crappie go. I'm not a big time crappie fisherman, but I know it does help the bite. I got one darting up off the bottom after this thing right now. That was a smaller one, I think. Oh my goodness, that one came out of there like a rocket. Yeah, these are definitely the smaller ones. I think the bigger ones are towards the dam. I mean, some of those were looking so big on the graph that I was thinking they were even bass. Some of those big old slabs will fool you sometimes. But these are definitely being aggressive. That one right there was crazy aggressive on it. Wind's blowing me away, making it definitely a lot more difficult to keep it right on these fish. That's a big old bass out there suspended. Oh, there we go. This feels like a better one. Yeah, this one's a keeper, I believe. There we go. Thank you, my dude. We're gonna throw him back. We're gonna throw him back. He's not quite as big as I thought he was when I first stuck him. We're gonna make a cast of this big old bass right here in a second, though. It's a really good looking fish out there. There's another one. Oh my. Okay, these are so small. Thank you, bud. These right here are definitely bigger ones off the side of that group. I just threw down there to them. Let's see if we can get any of those to react. All right, so it's the next day. I had these fish on ice, and I did not get to use the net, unfortunately, yesterday, or the scale. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put all the crappie in the net and just test it out, see how it holds up with all the weight in there. And then we're gonna weigh the fish in the net on the scale just to make sure it works properly. And then we're gonna go in and I'm gonna clean them after this. But I just want to do that real quick, and then I'm gonna go over my thoughts of everything I use. So my bibs, my coat, the glasses and everything. So let's go ahead, let's get these crappie out, get them in the net, see how all this holds up, and then I'm gonna give y'all my thoughts. All right, so just got all the crappie out of the live well, and I wanna show y'all how cold it is here in Virginia and how cold it was last night. These fish, this nice crappie right here, he is frozen. He is a complete block of ice. It got so cold, it got down to 10 degrees last night, and they're all frozen. So I'm actually gonna have to let them thaw a little bit before I clean them. But we're gonna check the net. I mean, that's right many crappie in there, and the net is holding up fine. We're gonna see how many pounds of crappie we have there, but I mean, the net's holding up fine. So we're gonna try the scale real quick. Got it zeroed out, and we're just gonna put this, tell you what, we'll just put it right here on the net. We'll see what we got here. And we have 13.81 pounds, if y'all can see that right there. 13.81 pounds of crappie. That does include the weight of the net, which doesn't weigh too much. But, you know, that's not bad. This works perfectly fine for a $3 scale. I mean, honestly, you can't beat it. The net seems to work fine. I'm actually gonna take these, carry them, put them in the sink, and then I'm gonna go over really quick just the other stuff, and then I gotta let these things thaw out so I can get them clean. So let's go ahead, let's get in the man cave, let's finish this video up. All right, so back out here in the man cave where it's warm, and I'm just gonna very briefly go over everything that we used out on the water. I had a really good day, caught a ton of crappie. Y'all just saw me test out the net. The net seemed to hold up perfectly fine, and I used the scale, and the scale was only $3. I mean, you can't beat it. It worked like it was supposed to. You know, out on the water, we used the jacket that I bought. I mean, this thing was 22 bucks. You can't beat it, honestly. You know, this is a coat that I would say if I went in a store and bought it, it would probably be 60 to 80 bucks. And I mean, it worked perfect. It kept me warm. It was absolutely freezing cold out there. So it did what it was supposed to do. So no complaints about the coat whatsoever. The bibs. Now, I have a lot of good things to say about these because they really did keep me warm. I got them kind of thrown up here, but These things were almost hot. I was out there fishing. It was literally 30 degrees out there for a high. I think it was 31 for a high. These things kept me super, super warm, and for just over 50 bucks, you cannot beat it. I'm definitely going to be wearing these a ton more. I really liked them. You know, they kept the wind off of me. They're fairly thick, but they weren't like they were supposed to. They kept me warm. And like I said, for just over 50 bucks, you can't beat it. The boots, the good old boots right here, they worked absolutely perfect, just like they're supposed to. I would compare them, you know, to like an extra tough type boot, but they did perfect. My feet stay warm. I was wearing thick socks. I would definitely recommend wearing thick socks if you do wear these when you're out on the water when it's cold. But I mean, they're waterproof. They do what they're supposed to do for 15 bucks. You absolutely cannot beat them. And then the Crappie jigs, y'all saw what the Crappie jigs did. I mean, I caught a ton of fish on them, caught plenty for dinner. I got to get right and clean those suckers. I mean, just had overall a really good day out on the water. So, like I said, be sure to use the coupon code on the screen. Get you a $100 off coupon bundle. Download the app. And I mean, I really, really appreciate TEMU for sponsoring today's video. But I got to get these speckled, cleaned up, crappie, whatever you want to call them. We're going to have some good eating. So I appreciate y'all watching the channel. Be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Gunfish TV.